Now, which one of the following statement about Legislature of India is not correct? The President may prorogue the houses or either house of the Parliament and dissolve the Lok Sabha. In the case of the state legislature, it is a governor who may from time to time prorogue the house or either house of the legislature and dissolve the legislative assembly. The proposal to summon, prorogue and dissolve the Lok Sabha may be made by the Prime Minister with or without the consultation of Cabinet. In no case should the time period intervening between the last sitting in one session of the Parliament and the date appointed for the first sitting of the next session exceed 36 weeks. So it is asking for the not correct statement, which means that you have to pick up the incorrect statement. So the first statement, the President may prorogue the house or either house of the Parliament and dissolve the Lok Sabha. This is correct, that is, the President has that power. So A cannot be the answer. We are ruling out A, option A. Moving on to the next option, B. In the case of state legislature, it is a governor who may from time to time prorogue the houses of either house of Parliament or either house of legislature and dissolve the legislative assembly. This is also correct, that is, like President, governor is responsible for proroguing and dissolving the houses at the state level. So, at the state legislature level. So, which means that option B can also be ruled out. Now, option C, the proposal to summon, prorogue or dissolve the Lok Sabha may be made by the Prime Minister with or without the consultation of Cabinet. So, this, yes, it is actually the proposal is made by the Prime Minister, but it is done by the President. So, it is correct, that is, option C is also correct. So, option D, that is, in no case should the time period intervening between the last sitting in one session of the Parliament and the date appointed for the first sitting of the next session exceed 36 weeks. It is not 36 weeks, in fact, it is 6 months, in fact, which has been mentioned. So, which means that we can rule out option D. So, for many of you, there may be a confusion between option C and option D. So, here please go for the most appropriate one, which here it is not 36 weeks, you all know it is 6 months, which is grossly incorrect. So, you can go for option D. Now, I will clarify option C, that is, a proposal to summon, prorogue or dissolve the Lok Sabha may be made by the Prime Minister with or without the consultation of Cabinet. This is correct, which actually the Prime Minister may or may not, may not without the consultation of Cabinet can go for taking such a decision. However, the President is responsible for proroguing or dissolving the House, that is, dissolving the Lok Sabha. So, this is correct statement. So, Article 85(1) states that the President shall from time to time summon each House of the Parliament to meet at such a time and place as he thinks fit, but 6 months, that is, it explicitly mentions about 6 months, shall not intervene between the last sitting in one session and the date appointed for the first sitting in the next session. And also the power to summon, prorogue or dissolve the Lok Sabha is only given to President. It is not to any other constitutional authority. He exercises the power on the recommendation of PM or the Cabinet. Similar is the case with that of Governor as well. So, this is very important. So, you need so the 6 months criteria, you should not mug it up with other, that is 36 weeks or 20 weeks or 24 weeks, etc. 6 months.